Greetings, Guardians. This is Olympus Alliance. Today we are diving into one of the most aggressive and misunderstood warriors in Dominion. A hero that many players fear, but few truly build correctly. Today we break down the guide of maximum priorities for Peech. Peech is not just another chaos damage dealer. She is disruption. She is positioning control. She is pressure that snowballs the longer she survives. And when built properly, she becomes a frontline nightmare that can dismantle both physical and hybrid compositions. She is an agility-based warrior from the Chaos faction. Her position can vary depending on the lineup, but one thing never changes: she fights with pure physical aggression. Every single one of her skills scales with physical attack. That means if you build her correctly, everything she does hits harder. Her role is simple on paper: deal substantial physical damage while controlling enemy positioning. But in practice, she does much more than that. Her first skill is already a statement. She strikes the nearest enemy 3 times and slightly pushes affected foes backward. That pushback is more important than many realize. It disrupts enemy spacing, groups targets awkwardly, and can expose fragile backliners. The passive portion of this skill increases the range of her basic attacks and expands the area of effect. This turns her regular attacks into cleaving pressure tools. Invading heroes that jump forward get punished immediately. Her second skill is where strategy enters the picture. She targets the enemy with the highest armor and reduces it for 9 seconds. But it doesn't stop there. During that time, allies whose intelligence exceeds that target gain increased physical or magic attack based on a percentage of that target's current armor. This is why she synergizes extremely well with intelligence-based allies. The higher the target's armor, the more potential bonus your team receives. Against tanky frontlines, this ability becomes devastating. Then comes her third skill, and this is where she becomes truly dangerous. She links herself to the enemy with the highest physical attack for 6 seconds. That target cannot move. Every half second, she steals a portion of their physical attack. When the effect ends, she keeps that stolen attack for another 6 seconds. She doesn't silence them. She doesn't disable their damage entirely. But she weakens them while empowering herself. It's a double swing. However, there's a catch. If Peech is controlled, the effect ends. This means positioning and protection matter. She needs support to fully capitalize on this mechanic. Her final passive skill rewards chaos alignment. The more allies positioned in front of her at the moment she attacks, the more damage she deals. And if those allies are from the Chaos faction, the bonus increases further. More chaos. More destruction. Now let's talk about priorities. If you want Peech functional at low to average cost, you must focus on what truly scales her power. First, sparks of power. Max them without hesitation. They increase all 3 primary attributes, and for a hero whose entire kit scales with physical attack, this is foundational. Second, skills. All to maximum. No debate. Every single skill directly increases her output and control value. Now skins? If you build only one skin, it must be physical attack. Without hesitation. Without doubt. Without question. Her entire kit scales from this stat. It increases the damage of every skill and her regular attacks. Once that skin is fully maximized, move to health. Her health pool is not naturally high, and she needs survivability to maintain link uptime and passive damage stacking. Agility skins. Crushing. They can wait. Physical attack first. Always? Glyphs come next. If you are patient and saving runic stones for the monthly milestone, bring all glyphs to level 40. If you're short on resources, prioritize 3. Physical attack, scales everything. Health, survival. Armor penetration, ensures her physical damage remains relevant against tanks. Level 40 is enough to make her effective without overspending. Now artifacts. Her book artifact, Alchemist's Folio, is priority number 1. It increases armor penetration and physical attack, exactly what she needs. Max this first. After that, focus on the Ring of Agility. It complements her scaling and increases overall efficiency. If resources are tight, you can stop after developing the book strongly. The ring is the luxury extension. Hero level must be maxed to 120. No shortcuts here. Not only for stats, but because this unlocks access to the talisman mechanic. And talismans are huge. They can replace the value of 2 fully developed skins if optimized properly. Peech's first talisman, the agility and physical attack one, is now available in the Eternal Frontier shop for 700k coins. This is extremely valuable. Strive to obtain it. It dramatically improves her consistency. Her second talisman is harder to access and not yet in the shop. That makes planning even more important. For evolution, 5 stars are sufficient for functionality. Absolute Star is a long journey, especially with soul stones mainly coming from the heroic chest. Don't delay building her while waiting for that final star. When built this way, max sparks, max skills, physical attack skin, focused artifact book, level 40 glyphs, and at least her first talisman, Peech becomes extremely dangerous without draining your entire resource pool. She starts working once physical attack is strong enough to make her link meaningful. That's the breakpoint. Once she can steal significant attack and survive long enough to keep it, the snowball begins. Built correctly, she doesn't just deal damage. She distorts the enemy formation. She weakens physical threats. She amplifies chaos synergy. She punishes poor positioning. And she forces opponents to react. Guardians, Peech is not a hero you half build. She rewards focused investment and intelligent synergy. If you've been ignoring her, now is the time to reconsider. Let us know in the comments, are you running Peech in full chaos compositions? Hybrid builds? Have you found a counter we should test? Stay tuned, stay sharp, and as always, salute and friendship.